Hello, students, and hello, world. Today we got here Miss Soledad. Say hi to the audience, and uh, the gorgeous side of Soledad, of course, Santiago. Hi, Santiago.
Hello.
And of course, we have the most pretty girl here in the house, Samantha.
Hello.
All right. Welcome, guys, to our Go Talk to podcast. And today, our topic is all about a day in the life of a bilingual parent. Miss Soledad, can you tell us about yourself and your story about raising bilingual kids? How hard or how exciting is it?
It's very exciting. They teach me every day because I study English when I am adult, so it's some difficult, and they teach me every day. It's very nice.
She's very unsure about her English, but she's probably even better than me. But she's just unsure about her English.
Yeah. It's
Well,
nice. It's
I think that
a new moment every day.
yes, I can tell. And sometimes life is a party. Do you agree?
Yes.
Anyway, so what are your main challenges of raising bilingual kids? Because we know that your mother tongue is Spanish, right? And at school they're learning English, and that's why even if their mother tongue is supposed to be Spanish, they use English more frequently than Spanish. How challenging is it on your part?
I think the comprehension. So some words are more easy for them, and with the risk of family, sometimes they stop and say, "Oh my God, how can I say in Spanish?" Because they don't know that word or don't remember in that moment.
Throughout my learning process, I was learning not one but both languages, Spanish and English. So my mind is like a befuddlement of both of them, and either I know a word in English or in Spanish, and it's a crash between them.
Yes, that's so
and they are studying like a secondary language in German. So
it's another level.
Yeah, some words are difficult because are very or more similar in English and German. So in Spanish they are in blank.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm so.
how about you, Santiago? How do you cope with that? You have to live a life of like a bilingual kid. So how do you handle it?
Well, I suppose by speaking. I need to in the end I need to master both languages in order to be able to say that I know both of them. So when I have trouble with either of them, I just repeat, try to remember what was happening and how to fix the error. And in case I just don't forget, in case I just don't know something Spanish, these two I know will help me, or my father, or even vice versa.
Okay. Now, question. When you're totally upset, like you're furious,
Yeah.
how do you express yourself? Is it in Spanish or in English?
Okay. That's a difficult question because lately I've been figuring out that actually both of them are very similar to my mother tongue. So it depends on the last one I used or heard. So if I've recently been talking in English a lot, then I will instantly be transfixed and I will not be able to speak clearly in Spanish because I'm in English mode. But if it's backwards, I've been speaking a lot in Spanish, and then I will immediately, how do you say, a standard mode, I guess, to Spanish because I'm in Spanish mode. So it's like that sort of thing.
Well, I could tell that it's totally challenging on your part because you have to express yourself. That's already a challenge, right? As a young man, you don't normally express yourself. You just bottle things up, your emotion. And then you have to think, wait, do I have to say this in Spanish so they'll understand me better? That I'm totally upset? Or should I say it in English? Because that's how I really think, or
Yeah,
that's how my mind is being
I
programmed.
cope with. I cope with it. It's yeah.
Okay. I think I know.
Samantha,
How about
Samantha,
Samantha?
a few months ago, she
Mm-hmm.
only count in English. So she
Mm.
start uno, dos, three, four, five.
Really.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I really want to be part of your family. I,
It's a funny one.
it's challenging, but at the same time, it's quite fun, right?
Hilarious. Yeah.
And I think I already know the answer. When mom is upset, probably she'll speak in Spanish.
The problem when she's very very upset, she's not able to speak at all.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Now, the downside is, even if she speaks Spanish when she's upset, you guys wouldn't even mind it because not everything that she said is understood, right? So
Yeah, everything's understood.
I'm so sorry for that, ma'am. But anyway, that's
Yeah.
part that's part of it. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
How about you, Samantha? So uh, what can you say about it? Like your mom is more comfortable with Spanish, while your brother here is more comfortable with English. So when they
Well,
talk, how do you deal with it?
well, to me, really, I understand him, but there's some words that that in school they haven't teach me, and I haven't heard at all. So I'm like, what does that mean? Before we continue, what does that means? And then with my mom, there's not that much words that I don't
Mm-hmm.
understand, because in here in Costa Rica we talk more Spanish, but
Mm-hmm.
really we talk a lot of English too.
So you guys are like walking translator. So if
Yep.
Yeah.
someone speaks in English, then that person will help you understand what that really means, right? So Samantha, let's be honest. I know your mom is here with us, but are you guilty with this? Do you sometimes intentionally speak in English just to make sure that your secret is safe with your brother?
Do you
I
intention?
think no.
Nah,
Oh, how about you, Santiago? Can you attest that she doesn't do that?
I can attest. Yeah. She only speaks in Spanish usually. She's very
Okay.
shy with English.
Okay, so let me throw the question to you then. Do you sometimes speak in English just to, try to hide a secret code thing?
Nah.
Ah, do
In
you do
German.
that,
No,
mom?
I sometimes try to use German, but not as means to hide a secret, but as means to confuse them. Because I'm the strongest with German in here, so I will
Mhm.
sometimes use German as means to confuse them because they don't have that level I do.
Yes.
And I think that's part of how you show your love to them.
Yes,
Confuse them.
that's part of how I show my love to them.
Yeah.
You know what, mom? I could, say that you must be proud of them because you raised them well. Not all kids who are struggling with bilingual, parents or bilingual lifestyle would, do the same thing. You can rarely see a set of kids who would voluntarily teach their parents on how to speak in English just to make sure that both of you can communicate well. So, yes.
Yeah.
Can you guys hug together? Because I know that you guys are so lucky to have each. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. They fight all day.
No, she's the fighty one. She's the fighty one.
He's the fighting one. He started all the things and then he said I started.
En este caso, tú.
Well, anyway, so let's move on to this most exciting game. The game is called as errors only, which means you will only have to face the consequence if you provided the wrong translation. So for example, you guys, Santiago and Samantha, can take turns. So we'll start with Santiago first. Let's do some simulation first, all right? So let's say, all right, Santiago, can you say this in Spanish? Read this in English first and then say it in Spanish. Go ahead.
I love you and you are the best mom in the world.
How do you say that in Spanish?
Te quiero y tú eres la mejor mamá en el mundo.
Mom, is it approved? Good.
Yeah,
So
I want to.
you're safe. You're safe. How about the accent? Is it understandable?
Yes.
Okay.
My accent
Okay.
is in both
So
English.
mom here is playing, to be fair. So
Fairness.
I actually gave you a signal so that they would have incorrect answer due to their accent that is not understandable.
Okay.
Anyway, so mom, it's your turn.
They have cheers, trampa,
Cheats. We are cheating
cheering.
because her pronunciation isn't the best one.
Yeah, because there are in the he's in debates. No conozco la palabra. I don't know.
Debate.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And so he have a good pronunciation.
Yeah.
For both language.
Okay, well, that's definitely an advantage for you.
And I
Anyway.
definitely have an advantage over both of them because they're both shy in English. So I definitely have an advantage.
Oh, so Santiago here has some techniques. He's pulling out himself and make sure that only Samantha and mom here is gonna fight for this game.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a very
Mom?
smart move. Okay. Well, let's stick to the game. Both Samantha and Santiago will still have to play for the English version. But now, let's hear from mom. Mom, could you please read this?
In Spanish.
Yo también te amo y tú significas mi mundo, el mundo entero para mí.
See,
You almost
she's very
butchered the
fluent.
You almost
now-
butchered the written one, Mom.
And mom, please translate it in English.
I love too, and you are the word for me.
Oh.
It's wrong. It's wrong.
It's wrong.
I also love you, and you mean the world to me.
Oh, okay.
Or you can also say I love you too, but you skipped on the you part. You said I love too.
I love to.
So sorry, Mom.
Yeah, it's only one.
No, it's a song. Soul is sung in Spanish, by the way.
Yes, that's right.
That's
Okay,
why.
so it's Samantha's turn. Please read this, baby girl.
Because of you, we realized that not all heroes wear capes.
How do you say it in Spanish?
Here, over here.
Por ti, nosotros realizamos que no todos los superhéroes tienen capas.
Oh, I have opportunity.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
No.
How should you say it, mom? How should you say it?
Porque en
Spanish.
Spanish es porque tú nos enseñas que no todos los héroes tienen
No,
capa.
it doesn't there
Okay.
because
Excuse me. Here we have a communication problem. There are several ways of translating a sentence from English to Spanish.
Yeah.
In this case, there are at least 3. Gracias a ti, nos dimos cuenta que no todos los héroes llevan capa.
Oh my God. That's right. That's what I have here. I have my cheat sheet here.
Yeah, but I have opportunity to draw.
No, I say it good.
So
She said so.
I think we gotta need to draw something on Samantha's face.
Yeah, I can do it.
Oh, it's a little cloud.
It's a cloud.
It's a piece of cotton candy.
Oh, that's so cute.
So who's
You know what?
next?
I just learned something today that
What?
it's always still best to talk to someone professional, like a teacher perhaps, who's native English speaker or native Spanish speaker, because I realized that even mom here is a native speaker. When we tried to translate it, Santiago was able to get the specific and the most accurate phrase. Es gracias a ti nos dimos cuenta de que no todos los heroes usan capa. It's like
Most
he
literal.
translated it word for word.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm almost
just
a match
realized that, because some people would even think, oh, I think I don't need a teacher. I don't need someone. All I have to do
Oh,
is
no.
use a translator. But that's not always the case. Yes, a translator application is helpful, but it's still always best to talk to someone who has known the grammar, the implication of the phrases, and all the like.
And
And
also,
it's so important when the teacher is native language and in different accents.
yes.
Correct.
Yeah,
Yes,
because
it matters.
the heart is very important.
Hearing.
True.
The hearing
That's
is
true.
very important.
Important.
True.
And also something very important about languages is that words, the translator will always tell you word for word, will always tell you
Mhm.
the meaning of this word in another language. But the most important thing in languages is the meaning behind the words, not the words.
Exactly. Okay, so let's move on to the next phrase. This time it's mom's turn.
No todos los ángeles tienen capa.
Mom, you butchered it.
Oh,
And it was written. You butchered it, and it was written.
Look at her. She's so excited to draw something in your face.
In the nose.
With the nose, yes.
No, not yet. Mom's supposed to say it in English.
Yeah, she's supposed to say
It's
it.
my opportunity in English.
She just butchered it. She just butchered it. Wrong. But she just butchered it. It was fine.
Yeah.
She's so excited to take her revenge.
Yeah.
Let's move
Okay. No todos los ángeles tienen alas.
on. Okay, that's better.
Okay, that's
Uh-huh.
better.
So how do you say it in English?
Oh my God.
I want you.
No, all the angels have wings.
Can
Yes.
we paint on her because of the pronunciation?
Yes, of course. That's actually correct.
Angels.
Let's be
Not
kinder, guys, because she just said you are her angels.
Angels.
Not all angels have
But you're
wings.
not angels. Be angel.
Angelic. It's a stronger A sound. Okay, mom?
No.
No.
Pronunciation. Yeah, it was a small one. It was a small one.
I was thinking that it's supposed to be a punishment, but I can see that you guys are actually enjoying the
We are
drawing.
actually enjoying it.
It is fun.
I think it's called as pintados in Spanish, right?
Sorry?
Pintados.
Pintados. Yes.
Okay. See, I'm learning too.
Hey!
Okay, next. Samantha.
Yes?
No, it's my
I
turn.
know, it's Santiago. It's your turn.
I don't know how you do it, but you always save our day. You're always there whenever we need you.
Now in Spanish.
Now in Spanish.
Yo no sé cómo lo haces, pero tú siempre salvas nuestro día. Tú siempre estás ahí cuando te necesitamos.
Mom?
I
It has
don't
to be
have
100%
anything to say this
accurate.
back. So the only thing in Costa Rica, we don't use the third person. So a good translation for Spanish in Costa Rica es, yo no sé cómo tú lo haces, pero siempre has estado aquí cuando te hemos necesitado.
But
It's only for different for our country with the Mexico or the Nicaragua, España, Spain principle. Yeah,
I see.
So, but I have an opportunity because don't speak like Costa Rica language.
But I'm Costa Rica.
Yeah.
No, I'm not Costa Rica.
You gotta draw something on him. Make it bigger. Go.
Bigger.
But I'm not Costa Rican at heart.
bigger, Mom. You're not only making a lot of nice
I
mistakes.
don't even know what to
Showing it's a star.
do. Over here.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh my God, he can.
Okay. So next.
Oh, it's
Mom,
raining.
your turn.
Yeah.
Come on, your turn.
No sé qué me hizo merecer tenerte. Eres la fuente de mi felicidad.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Another paper.
Oh, this
Yeah.
one is actually hard.
This is very
This
hard.
is actually hard for her.
I don't know what I do
Let's
to
give it a
have the
shot.
opportunity for you. You are my Felicity phone.
Felicity is the name of Felicity's mode.
Oh.
It's not the actual pronunciation
Oh,
of happiness.
it's happiness.
Yes, happiness.
Okay.
That's a good try, right? It was a good try.
I am able to give her a pass because it's a difficult one. In English, you don't specify what you are saying that you don't deserve, but just leave it at you don't deserve it. So I don't know what I did to deserve you. You are the source of my happiness.
Oh.
Yes, that's right.
But I'm willing to give her a pass because it was actually difficult.
So we were not wrong when we said that they are your angels because they're too kind to you, Mom.
Okay.
She also already has 2 tattoos on her face, but we don't speak about that.
Okay.
I don't know how you do it, but you always say for day. You are always there whenever we need you.
How do you say it in Spanish?
Yo no sé cómo lo haces, pero tú siempre estás ahí siempre cuando lo necesitamos. ¿Dónde te
Mom?
necesitamos?
Okay, she was confused with that one. Another try. Give her another try.
Yo no sé cómo tú lo haces, pero tú siempre salvas nuestro día. Y siempre estás ahí para donde sea que te necesitemos.
No, that's wrong. Whenever is a time thing, not a place thing.
It's a place.
It will be wherever, not whenever.
Yeah.
So that means
Two.
revenge time.
Look, it's a nice flower.
Yes, you still look pretty.
Para que no se
No. She wants to see.
now I can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so next.
Yep.
Mom, I want to see if I can do Mom.
Kids.
Both at the same time. 1, 2, 3. You are my hero.
How do you?
1, 2, 3. Tú eres mi héroe.
It's very good.
Wow.
For me,
Amazing.
it's true of Mom.
She just wants to paint me.
The last one is Mom's turn.
Ustedes son mis ángeles.
Now in English.
You are my angels.
Wow.
Angel.
No.
You are my
You are-
angels.
You are both my angels.
Oh, no, you are my angel. angels.
You know what? I gotta say something. You are my angels because she's
Yeah.
looking at you.
Yes.
Yeah.
You see that?
Unless
So,
she's
so
talking to me.
I need a kiss because they are
No, you're covered in marker. We're not gonna kiss
no.
you.
So
No, but you pronounce bad angel.
oh, okay, okay.
So it's all
No,
quits.
no, 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 no cruelty, no cruelty, no cruelty.
So
Did you wanna
now,
be an
yeah,
angel?
listen to my lobby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the verdict is you are my angels. So no one should be punished by this because
I was
Samantha's point is it's not angels but angels. So she is able to
Not good.
retract that punishment. Anyway, so I really had a great time with you guys.
I
Now,
did too.
before we end this podcast, it doesn't sound like a podcast to me because we had so much fun that we didn't even think that we're trying to learn both Spanish and English here. And I thank you for that. But
Yep.
before we end this podcast, want you to share your experience and as well as your tips on um, how you could easily manage bilingual kids because of course you have to understand their part and at the same time you gotta need to let them continue to learn other languages. So what can you advise to the parents out there who are raising bilingual kids?
So it's for the parents. It's a difficult. I know, but you need to think is for the good. Is for they have different opportunities.
Mhm.
So a good tips is see television in English, read
You actually
yeah,
watch television.
watch
You
television.
don't see television.
So read in English. They open their minds and
Mhm.
it's a good support for the kiddos.
Mhm.
Kiddos.
Kiddos.
Wow. You guys are so lucky to have your mom because she's
Yeah.
been so supportive and understanding. Regardless, she understands every single word that you said in English. So,
Yep.
can you thank your mom for that?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you so
Is
much.
that it?
You're such a great mom. No, she also deserves this.
No!
Oh.
That's better.
You guys are making me cry.
Unfortunate,
Unfortunately.
because they are very, very expressive with me
And
and
we're
with
very good
her,
son.
his love.
So you could say that you must have done something great because you're able to raise kids like them.
And she's also lucky because I'm not a grumpy teenager. Luckily.
Well, you know what? That's true. That's true because sometimes when you are taught two languages and you're at the peak of high emotions or you're furious or you're you're not in the mood, that's kind of challenging, and that's even gonna try to let them just bottle up their feelings because they don't know how to express it. They're having a hard time expressing themselves, and at the same time they're having a hard time deciding how to express it verbally.
Yes.
So it wasn't easy. um I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. There are gray kids wherein their mother tongue, let's say, for example, Spanish, but then they're used to speaking in English. And the sad thing here is that because they're frequently using English, there's less and lesser, instances of communicating to their parents, making a connection. And that's kind of sad because knowing or learning a second language is supposed to be a tool to communicate and to connect better.
Yeah. I have a cousin.
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 Her kiddos only speaking English. Sometimes are very, very difficult for she to understand and give advice or only tips for the school. She can't do it because the kiddos only speak English.
Yeah, that's a challenge.
Yeah.
But we just, keep on trying, because learning, including learning a second language, is, something that we have to do for a lifetime.
At least a second, not third or fourth.
Yes.
How about you, Santiago? What can you advise to all those, kids out there at your age? What can you advise to them, especially when it comes to peer pressure, um, difficulty in expressing themselves, and sometimes we can't avoid that there are some cases wherein you feel impatient about it because you don't know you don't know how to express yourself. It adds confusion on your end because you still have to figure out whether to express it in English or in Spanish or in German. What can you advise to them?
Smiling, because in the end, it doesn't matter which language you speak. With your actions and with whatever you do, you're much more expressful than with only words. Smiling
Wow,
is a good way of doing it.
that's so deep. That's so
Yes.
deep. How old are you again?
14.
Oh my goodness. Well, this is a challenge, another challenge for all those moms. Um, you guys have to raise a better husband. So I think Santiago will make a good husband, and by being just a good, son. Look at Samantha. I think she's trying to say something else. Do you agree, Samantha?
Yes.
What is a good tip for the kids? For the kids.
So what can you advise to other kids?
Always make what they like to.
What else?
Yes, that always make what you like and make you happy, and don't let anybody else make you make things that you don't like.
Put you down.
Wow, thank you. Thank you so much. And it all, boils down to, regardless of what language you speak, love is the universal language.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
And we make it even stronger by communicating better.
It's love make a better world. Definitely.
Yes, that's right. I think I heard that in a song, but it always holds the truth that love makes a better world.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I appreciate your time. Okay, well, thank you so much, Mom and Santiago and Samantha, for this terrific episode. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. And once again, it's Teacher Melody. Don't forget to visit our website. It's www.gotalkto.com to learn more. And I always say this: make this a beautiful day. Make each day count.
Thanks.
Thank you.